Okay, 2009 Fiesta 1.4 diesel engine. Now, it's come in various jobs, however, customers complained about when I put their foot down, management light comes on, lack of power, goes into limp mode, switch it off, switch it on again, clears it. Codes we've got in are mass airflow sensor, which is obviously this. Now, as you can see, they have changed this because they've got a code reader at home which says mass airflow sensor. So I changed this, there's no difference. So I said to them it's probably going to be unrelated. This is probably reading okay, we've probably got a problem elsewhere. Now, when you get codes like this, unless you've got an open circuit or something along them lines, you need to look in other places first, as in look at the boost hoses. Is there any vapour around the joins? Is there any splits or anything along them lines in any of these hoses? Because usually the airflow going past this and then what is entering into the engine, that's where you get your correlation problem from, because it's leaking out somewhere between. Now, this has obviously been changed. We know this isn't the problem anyway. However, if you can't see anything obvious, boost hose split, oil vapour around anywhere, etc., if you can't see anything obvious, the next place to go is a smoke test. So we've got our smoke tester and it's into the turbo now. In theory, smoke's going to go in through the boost hoses, and in theory, wherever there's a leak, the smoke will come out if there is a leak. So it'll give you a good indication of what's going on. So we'll look up that smoke tester, switch it on. Now the smoke will go in through the turbo, and in theory, as I said, it will come out where we've got a leak. Give it 10 seconds or so because it's got a pressuriser system. But if we come over here, we can start to see we've got quite a substantial boost leak in this area. Now I would imagine that the intake has cracked somewhere, but it's coming out from behind the cam belt cover, which looks peculiar, to say the least, but I would imagine it's coming out from behind here and then rising up. You can see now why. Just because it says about the airflow sensor being a problem, it's clearly reading correctly. The map sensor, which is picking up what's going into the engine, is obviously picking up the difference between, because it's leaking out of here. So we'll get these covers off and have a look what's inside here, but that's the importance of checking the basics before you go replacing the sensors, because these aren't cheap. I mean, this looks like a TPE one, but these are usually 100 quid, 150 quid. So we'll have a look what's going on and then we'll get it repaired. But when you get codes like this, always check hoses and things first, because it could be a simple fix rather than spending hundreds of pounds on a sensor and then not having the same problem. So hopefully this is helpful. Right, okay, so I've got our belt cover off. Back on our smoke machine. This one's quite a simple one. Someone's obviously been in here and not put the pipe back on. She's coming out of there, so that's where you're losing your boost. On the other end of that is the map sensor. So, not simple on that one, but shows you need to check for leaks. There you go.